Lisa Rinna, the iconic reality television star and fashion maven, turned heads and sparked endless conversation when she stepped onto the red carpet at the 2025 Fashion Awards in London, unveiling a platinum blonde updo that was nothing short of revolutionary. The change was so profound that onlookers could scarcely recognize the woman who has long been synonymous with her signature dark, voluminous locks and bold, arched brows. This wasn't a subtle tweak or a seasonal experiment. It was a full-throttle reinvention, complete with bleached eyebrows that framed her face in a stark, ethereal glow. Rinna, ever the provocateur, owned the moment with her trademark confidence, striding through the event as if she'd been born with this icy new persona, challenging the very notions of beauty and aging in the entertainment industry. The platinum shade wasn't just a color choice, it was a statement, a bold stroke of defiance against the expectations that have shadowed her career. Rinna, who rose to fame on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and has since become a fixture in fashion circles, has never shied away from evolution. But this transformation felt personal, almost defiant, as if she were shedding layers of her past self to embrace whatever comes next. The updo itself was a masterpiece of precision, with strands swept into an elegant twist that accentuated the sharp lines of her cheekbones and the intensity of her gaze. Paired with a sleek black gown that hugged her figure like a second skin, the look was equal parts high glamour and avant-garde edge, proving that Rinna at her core remains a force of unapologetic style. What elevated the ensemble beyond mere aesthetics was the bleached eyebrows, a detail that whispered of high-fashion runways and editorial daring, yet Rinna wore it with the ease of someone who's spent decades navigating spotlight scrutiny. Brows, often the unsung heroes of facial expression, were stripped to a ghostly pale, creating a canvas that made her eyes pop with dramatic ferocity. It was a risk that could have veered into caricature, but in her hands, it became iconic, a visual manifesto on the power of contrast and courage. As she posed for photographers, flashing that megawatt smile, the flashes captured not just a makeover but a metamorphosis, one that hinted at stories untold, perhaps a new chapter in her professional life, or simply the joy of shaking things up for the thrill of it. Rinna's history with hair is a tapestry of bold moves, each one a chapter in her ongoing dialogue with reinvention. From the glossy bobs of her soap opera days on Days of Our Lives to the wild, untamed waves that defined her Housewives era, she's treated her mane as a canvas for experimentation. But platinum? That's territory usually reserved for the edgiest of icons, evoking visions of Jean Harlow in old Hollywood or the punk glam rebellion of Debbie Harry. Rinna, now in her 60s but looking timeless, bridged those eras effortlessly, infusing the look with a modern twist that screamed relevance. The bleaching process, she might confide to close friends, was no small feat, hours under the stylist's hands, careful monitoring to avoid damage, and a commitment to aftercare that rivals any red carpet prep. Yet the result? A luminous halo that caught the light like fresh snow, turning every turn of her head into a moment of quiet theater. The Fashion Awards, held annually to celebrate the crème de la crème of the design world, provided the perfect stage for such a debut. London, with its foggy charm and storied fashion heritage, amplified the drama, as Rinna mingled with tastemakers from across the globe. Whispers rippled through the crowd, "Is that Lisa?" followed by gasps of admiration. She didn't just attend, she commanded, engaging in lively chats about the night's honorees, from emerging designers pushing sustainable boundaries to veterans like her who embody enduring style. Her updo, pinned with subtle crystal accents, nodded to the event's opulence, while the bleached brows added an undercurrent of rebellion, reminding everyone that fashion is as much about disruption as it is about polish. This isn't Rinna's first foray into boundary-pushing beauty. Over the years, she's flirted with every shade under the sun, fiery reds that matched her fiery on-screen persona, honeyed blondes for softer roles, even a flirtation with silver that previewed this platinum plunge. Each change has mirrored a pivot in her life, the reds during her most tumultuous Housewives seasons, the blondes amid career expansions into hosting and producing. Now with platinum, one can't help but speculate on the catalyst. Is it a prelude to a new project, perhaps a role that demands otherworldliness? Or is it simply Rinna at her most liberated post-Housewives, free to chase whims without network oversight? Whatever the spark, it's clear this look is more than skin deep. It's a reclamation of agency in an industry that often boxes women into archetypes. As the evening unfolded, Rinna's transformation became the unofficial theme, drawing compliments from fellow attendees who saw in it a blueprint for fearless aging. Conversations turned philosophical. How does one balance legacy with reinvention? Rinna, sipping champagne amid the swirl of gowns and gossip, likely fielded questions with her signature blend of humor and heart. "Darling, life's too short for boring hair," she might quip, her bleached brows arching in that now signature way. The updo, holding firm through hours of schmoozing, symbolized resilience, much like Rinna herself, who's weathered scandals, family milestones, and the relentless churn of fame. Beyond the red carpet, this look has ripple effects. Fans at home, scrolling through social feeds ablaze with her images, are inspired to book their own appointments, dreaming of that transformative bleach. Stylists across London and beyond are fielding requests for the Rinna, a testament to her influence that transcends television. It's a reminder that beauty icons aren't born, they're remade time and again through choices that challenge the status quo. For Rinna, this platinum moment feels like a coronation, not of youth, but of a woman who's mastered the art of surprise. In the days following, as the awards buzz lingers, Rinna's poised to leverage this visibility. Expect collaborations, perhaps a haircare line tailored to bold blondes, or cameos where her new visage steals the scene. But at its core, this is about joy, the sheer delight in staring at one's reflection and seeing a stranger who's thrillingly familiar. Lisa Rinna, unrecognizable yet utterly herself, has once again proven that the boldest statements are the ones that strip away the expected, revealing the extraordinary beneath. In a world of filtered facades, her platinum truth shines brightest.